All right, we are at one of my favorite trails in the area. This was, you guys have seen this before. This was what we called 1881, Forest Road 1881. At the time, I didn't realize the actual name of this trail. It's called Enchanted Creek. And this is one of my favorite trails in the area. It's just got a little bit of everything on it. It's not a difficult trail, but a fun trail. So let's hit it. Starts off with a little creek crossing. A little bit of rocks. Take a jump. We had a tropical storm come through here, so I'm not real sure how muddy this is going to be. It could be pretty slick. It's had a few days to dry out, but under the tree cover, you don't get a whole lot of sunlight. Ugh. This is my first ride back on the monkey. Don't have the power of the Himalayan. Kind of bogged her out a little bit coming up that. Here's some mud. I'm going to try to avoid the mud today, because the last time I had the monkey in here, we did the Hunt for Red October impression in a deep puddle. And I see other people come through here and post their videos, and that puddle seems to catch everybody out, because it's just uncannily deep compared to the rest of them. So we're starting off with a little rocky climb. Get up this thing, go baby. And this is going to lead up to some switchbacks. Monkey's kind of like in between gears all the time here. I'm trying not to wind it down out too much because it's on a fresh rebuild. So I'm gonna try to take it as easy as I can on the motor. So the monkey has had 3 breakdowns. Once it required a top end rebuild, and the other 2 have both been caused by the chain tensioner, the cam chain tensioner. This is another gate right here that leads out to the Blue Ridge Parkway. So we've climbed all the way up to the parkway again, but we're heading this way. Yeah, coming off the Himalayan back to this, the controls just aren't where I want them. The brake levers and pedals, I'm really reaching for them, being so used to that bike now. Which when I first got that bike, it felt funny coming off this bike. But I guess that's to be expected for having such a contrast. This is rough and loose right here, so I'm trying not to get too squirrely here. There's no big water crossings on this one. Just some puddles and little creek crossings. There are a few little jumps. Yeah, the foot pegs are way narrower, and I'm really struggling to keep my feet on the pegs. A little rocky garden section. I feel like I've got a cobweb on my face. Keeps tickling me. Another little jump. There's one here. There's slippery mud. Don't see any motorcycle tracks, just four-wheel drive vehicle tracks. So we'll take her easy. I don't want to meet any hunters head on. Ooh, branch right in the face. The last time I did this trail, I met traffic coming towards me. So I don't really want to fly down this thing. I think they only really open this trail this time of year because of hunting seasons. I do believe it is bear chase season right now. You see these water crossings here, they're nothing major, just little creeks. I am having to traverse some of these ruts though, because I can't get all the way to the bottom of them due to the mud, and there's like branches and stuff in there. Ooh, big drop. So I'm just hoping my tires stick. So far they have. Yeah, see, there's a truck right there. I just caught him. So I don't know if he'll see me behind him and let me go, or if we need to stop and take a break and let him get out of way ahead of us. Yeah, this will get hot fast going at this speed. Alright, scoot over, dude. Well, I can't back up. Yeah, sitting still, causing my glasses to fog up. Oh, good Lord. Comes a whole crew of them. It's like a traffic jam back here today, isn't it?
Yeah, man, I ain't been back here for years.
Yeah, I haven't been back here in a long time. It's the first time I've even been by it. I think I can squeeze by these guys. You guys take care. Yep, so there was vehicles coming and going. That's what I was saying I needed to watch out for. So, try to get some distance between me and the one behind me. should have picked the other line. Yeah, as much as I like the Himalayan, you know, there's a time and a place for little bikes. I love me a good mini bike. Avoid the mud. Here's the tunnel. Yeah, so I see the new Monkey and Grom are coming out. The 5-speed transmission. I don't think the Monkey got the 150 engine. I think it's still a 125. Oh, this is rocky. How's that for a rocky climb? Right, let's stop right here. I've been wanting to camp down here. This is a nice little camp spot. Been trying to get some people out here to do some camping. Yeah, with the new Monkey, I'm less interested in that 5-speed transmission as I am whether or not they beefed up the cam chain tensioner, because that seems to be the weak link on this engine. He said it's caused this bike to go down twice. Just not a very robust design. Honestly wish they'd go back to the old pushrod engine from the 70s. Didn't make a lot of power, but it was just bulletproof. These aren't bulletproof. Climbing through the mud again. Getting into the red clay. This stuff is nasty. It sticks to everything. And it's slick. And I don't really want to go jumping off any of those burns because there's usually a puddle right behind them. So it'd be great to jump off that, but look, there we go. I'd land right in that if I did it. So I have to be a little more picky and choosy about what I jump off of. So I know 2 4-wheel drives have gone that way, so I've got to watch out for whatever ruts and things they've left behind. My hand is getting numb too. Alright, so this is a rocky clay descent. Jump that one. Oop, oop, a couple of big hits. And here we we go again. Down, down, down. And it looks like it smooths out a little bit here. We got a muddy turn. It's like somebody's been stuck in that. Look at that. We'll take the easy line. Yeah, this is just an enjoyable trail. There's nothing here that's really going to beat you up. Even less dirt-worthy bikes won't have much trouble in here. It looks washed out. Which way to go? Let's go this way. Yeah, there's a big washed out section right there in the middle. Yeah, some more street-worthy bikes could make it through this. The rock gardens and stuff back there is the worst of it. Like these rocks here are sticking up out of the ground. But they're not bad. Yeah, the image stabilization on the camera makes this look a hell of a lot easier than it is. Get a few jumps in here. Yeah, my feet keep slipping off the pegs. That's unnerving. With these riding boots, you really can't feel the pegs. So it's hard to tell how far on them or off of them I am. Alright, that's the deep one right there. That hole on the right, that's where the monkey went submarining. So we're going way around that one. I'll put in a shot here for those who haven't seen it. What happened that day. Is that officially through?
Yeah, it's through.
Did I make it?
Yeah. If you don't need my help, you made it.
This looks kind of treacherous right here. A little bit muddy. Get through that. And another mud bug here. Let's go this way. Now I'm going to have to stop and take a break at some point because my left hand is numb. I can't even feel my fingers anymore. Alright, I'm going to have to go through this one. Let's take this side. Yeah, this trail is different every time I've been through here, just due to the amount of traffic and things on it. It just keeps changing. A couple little jumps there. There's one here, but I can't see what's on the other side of it. I don't want to hit any of these blind. I had nothing, I could have hit that one. I'm high siding on this. Let's cross. rough spot. Yeah, I hit this hole here pretty hard when I had the Himalayan down here. That's just kind of an abrupt one. A little bit of a techie section here. And a climb. Kick the rear end out there. Let's take this wide. Scraped something back there. That's the first scrape I've had. Yeah, the little bike, you got to be a little more conscious of your line. You can't just steam through or over anything. So you got to make sure you go around it. Like a pinball most of the time, bouncing off rocks. But good fun, good fun. Like I said, this is just a fun trail. It's probably, like I said, it's probably my favorite in the area just because it's fun. There's nothing here that feels like a slog or anything like that. Towards the end, there's some big puddles, though. That might be the worst part of the whole trail. It slows you way down. You don't know what to expect. Could be deep, could be shallow, could be muddy, could be firm. You just don't know. And it's different, like I said, every time you come out here, because in between trips out here, trucks have come out here and just dug ruts. And so you don't know where they are. So every trip out here is a little bit different. Oh, log. Yeah, see. There wasn't nowhere to go on that one. With these little tires and wheels, I can't just pop over that. It's not like the Himalayan. All right. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff I got to watch out for. And I got to be really picky about my landing zone. So it's hard for me to just launch off every jump I see, because I don't know where it's going to land at or or how firm the ground is when I do land. This looks pretty good here. There's another one. Like this one, I can't see the landing zone, so I'm not going to hit it. Yeah, trucks come through here and just make some of these holes deeper and deeper. So I've really got to watch it. My hand is numb. There's another campsite going to be coming up. I'm going to pull over there. There's another jump. There's a log in the road. And actually, you know what? Every time I'm out here, I say, I wonder where that goes. Let's go find out. All right, so I'm taking a break with the little monkey. Yeah, this hill, you can see it. It's pretty tall. They must be bringing legit dirt bikes out here for this one, because there's no way I'm taking that up there. And there's red markings on the trees. I don't know what that means. I'm assuming that is private property. I don't know. And somebody asked where I got the mini trail decal for the monkey. Originally in the States, these were called mini trails. They weren't called monkeys. They tagged it on the bike for a couple of like model years in the 80s and stuff. But for the most part, this was known as the Z50 mini trail in the US. So every time I took it anywhere, it draws a crowd wherever I go. If I stop at a gas station or something, people walk over and ask about it. And they don't recognize the name monkey because it wasn't called the monkey back in the 70s. And so I always had to tell them, well, it was called the mini trail back then. And they're like, oh, that's it. And so I found a seller on eBay who was making replicas of the original mini trail tank decals. So I contacted him and he made me that decal, and that's where I got that. So no longer the monkey, it's back to being a mini trail for the United States market. So I am sweating. My shirt is just soaking wet. It's 100 degrees out here. Yesterday, I had this thing tore apart on the sidewalk in front of my house, just in the sun. It was 103, and I was just about to become a heat casualty. I'm kind of achy today still. But I'm going to take a quick break, get something to drink, and we'll continue on down the trail. I don't think we're that far from the end. We're pretty close to the end. Let me get some fluids in me, and we'll get back underway. Not too bad. Oh yeah. You got one vehicle coming this way. Have you passed a truck going this way?
I haven't passed.
Okay, there's going to be one. There's one behind me. I took a detour. There is one behind me coming this way. Good job, buddy. All right, so if he didn't pass the truck, they're still behind me. Oh yeah, we're not far from the end now. This is the other camp spot. This is where I was planning to camp at. Instead of that place back there, I was wanting to camp right here. And this is where we got lost last time. It went up that trail. That just turns into some really gnarly single track up that way. And that's some slick rocks. That moss on them rocks is really slick. But there's something else right here. I'm going to go down here because you can't see from here what I'm going to show you, or what I want you to see. Cross this. Alright, there's a gate right there. You can see the trail goes up that way. If that gate was open, this would turn into probably the best trail in the state, because that goes all the way over to where we did the Muddy Mountain video and where I did the very first Himalayan video. And so this would be a 15-mile long trail through the mountains if that was open, but they never open it. I haven't seen it open in over a decade. It's a shame, because this would be an awesome trail if you could just go all the way through it. As it stands, it's my favorite. But if you could get all the way through it, it would just be fantastic. In fact, if you could get all the way through that, I'd open a guide service out here. We're not far from the end. We're climbing now, and there's going to be a lot of little step whoops with puddles behind them, and we're going to avoid some mud. we're almost out to the Blue Ridge Parkway. We've got maybe half a mile or so to go. But there'll be some big mud holes coming up. Like that one. See, that's what I mean about coming up on those whoops. You want to jump them, but you can't because you'll land right there. You just have to come up on them and see what's on the other side, and by the time you've done that, you don't have time to take a jump or anything like that. You don't know what's there. And I see wet tire tracks, so I'm assuming there's a big old mud hole up here. Right here. Frogs. More there. You know the mud holes are good when you've got wildlife living in them. Let's go left side of this. And right side of the next one. There's the end. So that was the Enchanted Creek Trail in Central Virginia, West Central Virginia. And now we're back out on the Blue Ridge Parkway. And it's always kind of disorienting as to which way is north and south on this. I gotta go this way. I always want to go that way, but that's south. I want to head north. This trail over here that's closed will take you to where we did the end of the Muddy Mountain video. You'll come out in about the same spot where we went under that tunnel and through the water and all that. And I actually haven't been on this one, but I know where it comes out at. Usually this one's open and that one is closed, and they don't open them at the same time, and I don't know why. So let's get into the wind and try to dry off some of this sweat. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video and a look at my favorite trail in the area. And the little monkey's back, screaming like a little gorilla. So hopefully we'll be seeing more of it in the future and it doesn't break down again. So, you guys have a good one, and I will catch you later. Take care.